Why are millions of Americans turning to Islam? Why did Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, Mike Tyson, and even Andrew Tate choose Islam? Why are your favorite athletes, artists, and influencers saying, "There is no God but Allah"? In a nation that prides itself on freedom of choice, why is Islam now the fastest growing religion in America? Why are 25,000 Americans embracing Islam every single year? Islam didn't just arrive with immigrants. It came in chains, aboard the slave ships that brought African Muslims to these shores. Their names erased, their Qurans burned, but their hearts, they held on. And now, centuries later, their descendants are returning to Islam. Mike Tyson, after years of chaos, says Islam gave him control. Andrew Tate, a controversial figure, says Islam gave him discipline and truth. Even athletes like Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali, they didn't just find fame or freedom. They found submission to the creator of all. And they weren't alone. Influencers, young people, and even small-town Americans are flocking to masjids, saying La ilaha illa Allah, and they are never the same again. Over 4 million Muslims live in America today. Islam is the fastest growing religion in the United States, and not by accident. 25,000 people convert to Islam every year in America. That's more than any other religion. And despite the false narrative of oppression, thousands of women are choosing to wear the hijab not out of force, but because they found freedom in faith. So why are they choosing Islam? What makes it so powerful? It doesn't ask you to believe blindly. It invites you to think, to question, and to read. And when you do, you'll find the answers you've been searching for. Who am I? Why am I here? What happens when I die? Islam dares to tell you the truth in a world full of lies. This life is temporary. Your body is not your God. Peace doesn't come from chasing pleasure. And that truth? It's waking up a nation. Not through violence, but through fitrah, the natural pull of the soul back to its creator. Islam in America isn't just surviving. It's thriving. A quiet revolution, one person at a time. It's the college kid making wudu between classes. It's the Revert sister breaking her fast alone because her family doesn't understand. It's the Uber driver playing the Quran as traffic crawls past downtown. If Islam is false, why does it feel so right? Why does the Quran shake hearts to their core? Why does the adhan silence the noise of the world around you? Why do millions bow 5 times a day even when no one is watching? In a culture drowning in distractions, Islam is the silence that heals. In a society built on self, Islam teaches submission. In a world addicted to ego, Islam says, you are not the center of the universe, Allah is. So ask yourself this. Why is it that every year more and more Americans are choosing Islam? Why is it that even in a land that is designed to erase faith, Islam continues to grow, thriving against all odds? The truth is clear. Islam was never the threat. It was the answer. They want to extinguish the light of Allah with their mouths, but Allah will perfect His light even if the disbelievers hate it. Surah As-Saff 61:8. This is Islam in America. It's not a trend. It's not a phase. It's a revival, a return, a revolution written in the hearts of those who were never supposed to believe. And yet, here we are.